Hello everybody, my name is Rene Martinez and this is my video assignment for FTT 217. My instructor name is Daniel Sape. Today is September 29, 2024. And this is my video assignment for week 3. And we're going to be taking critical dimensions associated with 3 components of the AR platform. They have a direct participation with the cycle of operation. The 3 components that I'm going to choose today will be the gas key right here. So I'm using the AR10 ball carrier group. So I'm going to be taking the dimensions of the gas key mouth right here and the back part also. I'm also going to take some critical dimensions of an AR10 magazine, because this can cause some malfunctions. And last but not least, I'll be talking about, this is my lower receiver strip lower. I'm still building my AR10, so I'm going to be talking about the buffer spring. I'm going to take some dimensions to that too. I'll be using my digital calipers version 0. So what are the critical dimensions of these components? Let's find out. So the gas key is the inside of the gas key is 18 thousandths of an inch. The outside, it is 24 thousandths of an inch. You guys can see it. All right. So that's the critical dimensions of the gas key inside. Let's see the back. The back is 33 thousandths of an inch. So that's a critical dimension of the gas key. Now, for the magazine, the critical dimension that I'm going to be working in here is going to be the magazine lips, because this, if it's worn out, you can have jamming problems. So that's one of the failures. So I'll be taking the dimension right now. So the dimensions is about 1 inch and 45 thousandths of an inch. So that is the dimension of the lips. The critical dimension. And the next one that I'm gonna be using, like I say, I'm gonna be using my buffer spring or buffer. So the critical dimensions in here might vary because it has some flat surface. But we're gonna take it. All right. So the critical dimension of the buffer, it is 95 thousandths of an inch. It's like the critical dimension of the thickness of the spring, just for giggles. is 7 thousandths of an inch. That's a critical dimension. Now, what potential malfunctions can cause? So let's say and explain the specific. So if the buffer spring and buffer are not set to the requirement weight, you're gonna have no recoil. That means, or the recoil is gonna be too hard. That can cause a feeding malfunction or a jamming malfunction. So that's the specific of the buffer spring. So for the AR-10 magazine, if the fitting lips are not set or they're not good, once the bolt carrier goes down, right, and try to get that other round, it might speed up 2 rounds instead of 1. That will be jamming, failure to feed. However, you know, it can cause that type of failure. Now, the gas key, I chose the gas key because I don't think a lot of people talk enough about it and how important it is in the cycle of operation. Without having this working correctly, you don't have a good firearm. It's just plain and simple. You will run into a serious problem with failure to extract, failure to feed again. So that's so very important. We gotta remember the gases go in and push the bolt carrier to load the other round into the buffer spring. So it will click the buffer spring and that will create the recoil that we all love and hate at the same time. So that is so important in the cycle of operations. I will say one of the key components of the cycle of operation. And if this is damaged, replace it. What training should our gunsmith undergo to avoid causing damage to this part? Training, get a schematic. Make sure you're using the right tools to remove the part. That's using a little bit of finesse. Every gunsmith should be using some type of finesse in any of the parts that I just present. They should be using extremely finesse. So what additional components interact with those that you selected? Well, that I selected, like I say, gas key interact with the whole bolt carrier group, buffer spring. The buffer spring interact, the bolt carrier group interact with the magazine, which creates that up and down reloading into the chamber. So they're all basically all intertwined. And the buffer spring interact with the whole bolt carrier group. So those are the 3 elements and the parts that do interact. This video went a little longer than I wanted to go. It's about 9 minutes. Again, my name is Rene Martinez, and this is my video assignment for FTT 217 week 3. Thank you.